Hey, nice to see y'all again. Are
Hey,
you all
Dash, I
tired of
see.
talking?
Nah,
No,
we
we good.
good.
Are
See,
you
you got
down
that
to
BMF
like?
in
So
the
tell
back.
me about the movie,
Yeah, yeah, I
the
peeped she got
film.
it in the
Well,
She got
back.
that
it's a
BMF in
film.
the
It's a
back.
TV show. Watch it. No,
Right.
you. I saw all those journalists in the room, and I was like, "Yo, y'all are working hard today."
It's
That's
all
great
good,
though,
man. We love it.
and what's really dope is there's a lot of black journalists that like I didn't even know about, that have
Yeah.
different blogs and things like
It's
that. So
good to
you're
see
gonna
our
reach
people.
everybody in the world.
It's good to see our people in different places. Right.
Always good. And it's good
Different
to see you
positions.
again. Yeah, I don't know if y'all remember me. I
I
interviewed
remember
you.
you.
Yeah,
I
oh, you
remember you.
do?
Of
Wow,
course.
okay.
Heart
All right.
radio.
We're gonna get started. So I'm Jasmine Summers with iHeartRadio. I am so excited because BMF season 2 getting ready to drop January 6th, streaming on Stars. And of course, if you can hold out, you can wait later and just binge watch it. But everybody knows BMF, the story of Big Meech, the story of Southwest Tea and the empire that they built in the drug game. But it is so much more than that, so much of a deeper story. And I have two stars, the lead, Lil Meech himself, son of Big Meech, and my boy Miles Truitt, who plays such a critical character in this. So congratulations, y'all, and
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you so
Welcome.
much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us. Hopefully you got some spicy
Absolutely.
questions for us.
Absolutely. Well, let's just start out with just give us a little bit of a tease and a spoiler alert about what we're going to see in season 2, because it is serious. You all bring the heat for real.
Um,
Elevate.
yeah,
Elevate.
just elevating, you know what I'm saying? And it's a whole different type of cast and everything that's gonna be brought to this next season that's reaching out to different audiences and you know what I'm saying, different, you know, some people that will love the show. You know, we got Young Miami, we got Leslie Jones, we got Snoop Dogg coming back, we got Monique, you know, so all those powerhouse and heavy hitters, it's gonna bring a different dynamic to the show and a whole different type of different storylines. But I'll let my boy Me say something too though.
Yeah, I agree with him. Just exactly everything he said. Especially with him, and Da Vinci getting to learn from so many of the legends and veterans that's been doing it for as long as we've been alive. And Oscar award winning people, actresses like Monique, and just everything itself, like top of the line, um, tactical equipment, top of the line practice. So
Woo!
I'm just grateful for it all because it's gonna show you all that season 2 is a whole 5 times the blast from season 1. Because it's just everything is elevated, everything is pumped up. We have more dialogue, more action, more scenes, more digging deep, and just breaking down everything. And you guys are in my head, so you're gonna be able to see what this season you're gonna be in Terry's head. So you guys are gonna be able to hear from his point of view. So different things like that just make the story better, and make it more interesting so you
I
guys can
love
really
it.
understand.
Well,
Yes.
let's dive in a little bit into the storyline. So there is a little period of time where your brother, Southwest T, moves on to something else. He starts trying to go legit. He works with your dad, and then you pull him back. Talk to me about that.
You know, I feel like Meech knows and Terry knows, or they both know, that they work better together. They work better. They do better when they're working together because both of their minds together are just geniuses. But they're brothers. The brotherhood. They love each other to death. But they argue and fight all the time, and they disagree to agree. And Terry's the little brother, but he wants to be the big brother just because he's taller, but he's not older. But Terry is nervous, because they're two different type of people. My dad is what do you call it, a gladiator. Terry is more of the calm, subtle. He doesn't want to like do too much, and he that's why I feel like he's jumping back into the legit game because he's nervous and scared. He doesn't want to make any of the wrong mistakes, and he end up paying for it right now. He feels like my dad might be moving too fast or might not be moving in the direction that he wants to. So he just fell back. But he knows that's not going to hold him for long. You know, they started doing this together, and he's just dope boy. You know,
Yeah.
true to self. That's who he is.
I feel you. And Lil Meech, when we talked last time, you talked about how close you are to your father and,
Yes,
how much of a dad he's been able to be to you, even though he's behind the walls.
even
Here you
Jim.
are, second season, still behind the walls. Tell me, how do you feel about all that?
And I got to show people that from the first season wasn't luck. You know, I have to show the world and my dad that I was the right one for this part, not just because I'm your son, because I put the work in and because I want it more than anybody else wants it. And I'm gonna go get it. Just like I had to do for the audition, you know. It's like I had to show people that I didn't get the role just because of who I was. I had to put the work in. So season 2 is elevated. You know, my work is elevated. Every day I go to set, I have to do better than the last because every day I treat it like an audition. I have to
Yeah.
get better. I have to learn from my mistakes. You know,
Well,
I'm
you've
not
been
perfect.
killing it. You've been
For sure.
killing it.
I
But I
appreciate
mean,
that so much.
just personally, as his son, he's still behind the walls. It's been
Yeah.
too long. I mean, Black men get disproportionately long sentences. Your father's one of them. How does that, how are you dealing with that? How are you feeling about that as you play him on screen?
I the thing that I can seriously I can literally tell you like the like the only therapeutic thing of it all is that I get to put all my feelings out on set. That's what I love
Mm,
about it the most because acting is therapeutic. I can pour all my feelings out during my scenes. If I have an emotional scene, I can use my emotional touch to my dad. I still remember the day he got taken away from me, and I had the first day I walked and see him behind the glass and seeing him cry. And he never cried before, you know. So all that just gives me a different type of drive. Like my dad's still in jail, I still feel it even though I might not, I might smile all the time and feel good, that still hurts me when I think about it, so it's not hard to dig deep and be natural, when I have to go. Like, that's my drive. My dad's still in jail right now. And it's rapists and molesters and people that have killed people that don't have much time that he has, but a person that provided for his family and that used the resources that were given to him in his lifetime and the time that he was coming up, he gets more time, than people that are actually destructing the world. It's kind of crazy, but I believe everything happens for a reason. He does too. That's why he's a person of no apologies. He just wants the
yeah.
story to get told the right way so everybody can see.
I know you're making sure it's told the way you feel it
I'm going
needs
to
to
make
be
sure. I'm
told.
going to make sure that it's told the
I
right
know
way.
you.
I
I
do
know you're
everything in
going
my power.
hard, and yeah, I know you're going hard in the
For
paint
sure.
on that. So, two last questions because I know we don't have a whole lot of time. Your character, you had to kill the woman you love,
Mm.
and now you're moving forward. You might be an informant. You're getting pressure to do that, but you still have a lot of loyalty to Meech. Talk to me about that. That's a
Yeah,
lot of conflict, a lot of pressure.
I feel like it was a little bit difficult for me to try to differentiate the ways I was able to play off on the way to where I can show Meech my loyalty and also show my loyalty to my mother's life, you know what I'm saying, and mine too, not Detective Bryant, because we know what Detective Bryant is trying to do to me to get to Meech. But the reasons why I'm giving Detective Bryant all these sources is this for the survival tactic of me and my mom, you know what I'm saying? And my mental state too. Like Mickey is going through a lot of psychological warfare, you know what I'm saying, going through this, having seeing me kill my, you know what I'm saying, my love interest for him and have me do this, that, and the third for him after that, and him not knowing what else I'm doing behind his back. So it was kind of hard just trying to play off that and try to act that out and show that on camera.
Yeah, I
So
can't wait to see it. I know it's going to be fire. Last question, because the lady's going to kill me if I don't ask that. Are y'all booed up? Can the women slide in your DMs? And what are you
is
looking
that what
for?
they say now? Slide in the
Miles,
DMs? Is that what they say
Miles,
now?
Meech?
I'm single. I'm single. I'm ready to mingle, Miss Miles. He might be
Nah,
taken.
yeah, we big
Miles might be
single.
taken.
So, just to finish the sentence for my editor, what were the other qualities?
Oh, just
Hey, Jazz, I'm sorry, we're at time.
Okay, well, let me wrap up because y'all make it difficult for the editor then. All right. Well, y'all, thank you so much for joining me on iHeartRadio and
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it. Best of luck with BMF fam. Make sure you check it out January 6th, streaming on Stars.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Bye,
you, man.
y'all. Thank you so much.